Well, this is a first. We are winching down a rock step. Jeez! We're down, boys. Most brilliant idea I've ever done.
That's a dumb, definitely disgusting decision.
It is bloody freezing. It is the middle of winter school holidays, and we're beginning a big school holiday full driving camping trip. I think we're going to be gone for about 10 days. We got in here late last night, got to camp just after dark, came in out behind Lithgow out to Nune State Forest, Lithgow State Forest, I don't even know what it's called, I'm pretty sure it's called Nune State Forest out here. And we've made our way out to the Lost City, camped here last night. Beautiful spot, just spectacular views all around you of this, what they call the Lost City, and it's this big like gully formation through here of all these rocks and everything all around it. Super cool. This whole area is very different to when we were here last time, which is probably 18 months ago now, a couple of years back. But about 6 months ago they had massive bushfires come through and just take this whole area out, and as you can see, like the whole landscape is just still just black and empty, and everything's just been burnt out. It's crazy how different it is, but still beautiful out here, and you kind of like can just see everything now. This is just a little bush camp out the, oh that's cold, little bush camp out the end of the track. It's just sort of, you know, camps out here everywhere really, wherever you want to find one. I have myself and Kai in the usual Nissan Navara, slept in the crash pad swag over on the ground over there, and then Dad's in his MUX and he's got the swag and stretcher set up. Super excited to be back out here today and away on a trip. The weather's not great today. It's meant to clear up a bit later though, so hopefully we get some sunshine a bit later on to warm up a bit, because we're in about 7 jumpers, 3 pants, jackets, everything at the moment. This is our first proper trip away since back at Christmas time when we went to Tassie. This is the first proper trip due to COVID-19, so I've had a couple weekend ones, but it's good to get away again on a proper big trip. But we've just been taking it easy by the fire this morning after a big day of driving to get here yesterday, and we're going to pack up soon. We're going to go for a bit of an explore of the area, take on a couple different tracks and see some of the sights. Should be good.
Wonder if it should be on the other side of the world. Getting very serious about being serious. Wishing that you could be anyone that you want to.
Bit of rain too. Packed up, left camps, back in a little bit of rain at the moment. We just followed that main Lost City road out 5 minutes, take a left onto Ranger Bob's trail, which is quite a famous trail out in this area, and I'm going to take on one of the harder lines to try to start with, and if that fails then I'll go one of the easier ones. But
Why do you start with these?
that's silly. Why would we do that when we could try and kill ourselves first? So there's some big rock steps here to negotiate. Oh, that stinks, man. Diesel, burnt diesel in cold weather just reeks. Just gotta try not to smash this rock on the right hand side. Did that quite easy, and then without really any dramas. That was probably the hardest line, I guess you'd call it, up here. Pretty happy about that. That's coming up now, but I think he'll go one of these easier ones. Straight on that rock. I think it was just the cross member you're on. Keep coming. Okay, go back. Maybe go a little bit more that way and then cross over. The good thing about Ranger Bob Trail is there is often quite a few different lines you can take on the track depending on the capabilities of your vehicle, ranging from extreme through to moderate. Now for this trip in the Navara, I'm running a 2-inch lift, 33-inch tyres and a rear locker. And then in the MUX, that is running a 2-inch lift, 32-inch tyres and no locker at all, front or rear. With the slightly bigger tyres and the rear locker, it definitely makes the Navara a more capable vehicle than the MUX, but we still always manage to get both four-wheel drives through. You can just pick different lines, do a bit of track building and get the winch out if you need. Quite a fun track so far. It's just kind of like up and down through the gullies, and then each time you come down you got a sort of challenging downhill bit, then a challenging uphill bit. The landscape out here is just insane with all these like burnt trees everywhere, and we're still just in like this misty rain. I'm back to a shirt because I'm running the camera around, but I'm starting to get cold again. Dad's gonna come up now, come up this same way I did, but then instead of going up there, he'll just kind of try and sneak around the edge of it. Start leveling out quick. Yeah, left hand down hard. Hard left hand down as you go back. Stop. Just go back a bit. Go left hand down and go back a bit. Power it a bit. Power. That way. Yeah. I'm out four-wheel driving, even though there is often easier lines to take, I do just love that challenge of trying to get my vehicle through the trickiest line possible, obviously still within its limits. I just love that feeling of flexing through, overcoming and tackling an obstacle. Finished up that Ranger Bob track, which ended up being such a fun drive through there. Maybe took an hour and a half, 2 hours with the filming and a bit of looking around and all that sort of stuff. Came off the end of that at the end of the power lines there and back at the main road near the main campground in this area. And then what we've decided to do is make the drive out to the Dry Canyon, I think it's called. Now, I've never done it before. It's right out the end on the way to the Glowworm Tunnel, so you can go a bit further and come to the Glowworm Tunnel, but we have done that a couple of times before, so I don't think we'll worry about that this time. But we did want to come check out this canyon, which is like this awesome canyon and cave system or something you can walk through. Okay, so here's Noon State Forest. That's that main camping ground. Now the Lost City where we camped last night is out along here somewhere, and then Ranger Bob trail runs back through the main road there. We've cut back over, followed this Glow Tunnel road all the way out past the split towards the Glowworm Tunnel there. But in this area, before you get to it, is this Dry Canyon we're going to check out. And the map I'm using, before everyone asks, is Barrington Tops and Woolamai National Parks map. Got it online somewhere, I can't remember, but if you search it up.
We didn't really end up finding too much of that canyon. I don't know, we kind of got lost and walked around the bush there and found one little nice canyon thing, but I don't know, we kind of just walked around in circles. It's all been destroyed since the bushfires and it's hard to know exactly like where everything is and what's going on in there. It's all a bit crazy, to be honest. So we've left there and we've made the drive back out of there on the main road towards Lithgow, and we've come to the pipeline track, which I've seen a bazillion videos of. I've never been here, never seen in real life. We've gone up and had a look at it. It looks ridiculous. Dad's sensibly left his car off to the side, and I unsensibly am going to now try and drive the pipeline track. Guy's like, oh great.
When I'm out four-wheel driving, camping, exploring, I just have this urge, this itch I need to scratch to see and do as much as possible when I'm out there. I just want to see all the tracks and see all the places. And when I come across a track even if it's ridiculously difficult, I still just have to try and conquer it. I just can't help myself.
This is the main section of the pipeline track now. It's just like massive step, massive step. So as I said, the track's only a couple 100 meters, but I've got the winch gear out because good chance I'll be winching this one. We've put a heap of rocks in there as we can. I'm not going to drive it too hard because I think the car's just going to slam on the rocks and I don't want to be breaking stuff, so probably just try once and then winch and hopefully be able to drive that next bit, but I couldn't come out here and not drive it. Okay, here we go. It's not like you're gonna roll it or something, like it's not that scary, it's more just don't think I'll drive it and I don't want to break anything. Yeah, I can't go forward or backwards. Is that done for?
I don't think that's loading up.
You think your thing's not going?
Yeah, doing what yours did that day.
Right.
The winch has decided to not work. It's free spinning on itself, so I have to try and... I did clean it at home the other day, so maybe I just didn't re-tension it properly. So I'm going to have to try and re-tension it. It was just free spinning, doing nothing. Good spot.
Alright, we got the winch working again. We had to try and re-spool it twice. We got it hooked on properly, which is a pain in the ass. Wasted 40 minutes doing that. But yeah, it's working. We got it going. We're just winching me up this bit now. I can feel the back coming up over this rock step. It's quite a nasty rock step. Okay, we're up that. Now I've got to try and drive the last of it.
I think if you keep an eye on this coming, and it'll just drop off that bank once it comes to it. Don't turn it into the bank further as you come up. Yep. And it'll drop off that. Keep it coming. Yep.
Just landed on a rock. I'm on a rock somewhere, on my left side. My left side's on a rock.
Yeah, stay on that bank.
This is where you mean, I assume?
Oh yeah, for sure. A couple of more of those girthy ones there.
I can't get my seatbelt on now, real good. It's all happening.
Take them off that line.
Can I go full log back, like a meter, and then head up in there again and reline myself so I'm further across away from that rock?
You can try that.
How far back can I go? Right, this last little section and then we're up, if I can get up here hopefully, without wiping myself out on the bank.
Looks like a greeting of the Golden Hour at the overlook of Lithgow, which is going to make for a great night's camping.
Made it up eventually up the pipeline track. Only had to winch that once and spent 45 minutes trying to get the winch to work. Got there in the end. Dad helped get all that done, and then I was able to, after a few goes and manoeuvring, I was able to drive that next section. Then we're up the top here and got a beautiful sunset out there behind us. Wow, that's so cool. Just gotta quickly finish packing away this gear and we'll probably just camp up here somewhere. There's actually a nice little spot just back on the hill there, so may as well set up here now while the sun's there still out. What do you reckon? Camp just...
Yeah, camp down there somewhere.
Or here or down there?
I got this feeling that I'm coming down with something, 'cause I know I don't feel right today.
Another absolutely freezing night tonight coming up. It's already freezing. I don't know why I'm still in a shirt, but I'm moving around a lot. Dad's just collected a heap of big branches, logs lying around, so I'm just going to quickly whack some chainsaw cuts through into the fire pit. That'll keep us warm tonight. Alright, that'll do. We got a fair bit here. We'll get the fire going. It's getting too cold and dark.
The sun on my side. I got this feeling that I'm coming down with something, 'cause I know I don't feel right
Had a pretty awesome camp spot here last night, pretty much just off the edge of the pipeline track on a little lookout here, and you can actually see the town of Lithgow out there behind you. Another freezing cold night. We had a nice warm fire going and we're just chilling here this morning trying to stay warm. Kai's in the car reading his book.
Stop it!
So staying warm of a night on this trip, I'm just in the usual crash pad double. I got that double sleeping system I always use, but I got one part of it underneath me, so it kind of insulates underneath you, the other half on top, and then I have another extra doona in here as well, and that seems to keep me warm. And then Dad's got the swag set up as well. He's got the single crash pad. What do you have in here? Do you have that crash pad double sleeping system thing?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
That, and are you laying on top of a doona underneath you, and then 2 sleeping bags on top?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And then he's also got a stretcher as well now, which is one of the drifted new Stockton stretchers. First time ever using a stretcher. And what do you like the new stretcher?
Feels like making your own bed at home when you put the swag together. It's great. Everything's knee height, bed height, and I didn't get out of bed till 8 o'clock this morning. That's very unlike me.
So you'll be using it all the time now?
Yeah, it'll be part of our trips.
Yeah, both those swag setups are keeping us warm and comfy. I would get a stretcher as well if I could, but it's a bit harder to get a stretcher for a double. We're going to pack up camp soon and head on off out of here. There's just so many awesome campsites in this area. Like, you don't have to worry about trying to find somewhere to camp for the night. Like, everywhere you look, you're going to find nice campsites with views and lookouts everywhere. They're all along the tracks. Yeah, we'll pack up here soon and we're going to head off to a couple of tracks we're keen to check out today. We're all packed up, left camp. We're going to go check out 9 Mile Cave today, hopefully, and then Spanish Steps this afternoon, but I just spotted the well-known Wombat Hole power line section of track on the way out there, so I'm just going to have a little crack at that first.
The winch is going to break and it's going to take like 2 hours.
No, well, the winch is working probably now. Hopefully it'll work again if we needed it to. But I should be able to drive this hopefully. Bit of fun, but it's kind of just one power line hill climb, but just one main section here that looks like the fun bit. Let's just film that one bit.
from that power line track, those Wombat holes, it's not far at all. It's only about 7-8 minutes to the start of this track, which is down this awesome cave. I've never been there before, but this is how you get there. 9 Mile Cave or something it's called. So you just follow, turn off the main road, then you follow for like 10 minutes or so, just like an easy dirt road. And now we're starting the descent. You can see the bottom, like the valley down there. It looks like it's just like, I don't know, half a K, 300 metres just straight down. We got a big step here to start with. This hill is quite steep going down, so I've just nosed my car in a big pile of rocks while I pulled up. It really pays to have decent bar work on a lot of these rocky tracks out here. Without proper underbody protection plates and rock sliders, you're just at such high risk of damaging your car. I'm clutching coming down those bits because it's just so steep and those steps are quite big and nasty. I've got the rear locker in as well to save any like fast wheel spins once it's all happening. But this track is insane, and how's the views? There's just like these crazy mountain views all around you, and we're just dropping down the side. Down, oh there goes a stick.
How are these views going?
What's that stick doing? Was that jammed up in the car? What did you say?
Hey, no, stop.
He said, I don't think Para will do it, he's not as dumb as you. Okay, we're down off that, like all that rock steps, rock crawling, down into the gully here. Beautiful freshwater creek down the bottom there, so I might freshen up in that. But we do have this last bit. I've walked around the corner of the cave just around there. We've got this massive rock steps here to negotiate. So I'm going to do it anyway. Be able to get down. You have to just stay here and guide me. Hopefully drive back up it, or if not I'll just have to winch back up. I think I'll be able to drive back up. Yeah, that's the line, just real slow. Hold that for another metre. That's a little bit wobbly. Now you're coming down. Yeah, What do you think, Kai? Pretty cool? No, not worth it.
We spent like 45 minutes trying to get down here.
Yeah, so it's what, waste of time?
Yes. We got some rocks in a creek.
Wow, rocks in a creek, how exciting. Made it through the end of the track. It just comes this dead end and this massive cool like cave overhang here,
Massive useless cave.
which Kai's not impressed about and waste of time.
We spent like 45 minutes going down here and we get this.
We get this crap. But besides that stunning review, it is actually an awesome spot, awesome track down here, just beautiful scenery, and it's so nice down in the valley here. There's a little creek there, so we're going to go down and try and have a bit of a swim in that, even though it's going to be like absolute ice. We haven't had a swim or shower in
No one has any brains.
3 days, 3 nights, I don't know, something, so we're keen to freshen up.
I'm not keen.
You're keen for a swim?
No,
You're the only one around here with some brains.
Yeah.
Cool, I'm hot. Truck's just back up the hill up there. We just made our way down to this beautiful little creek here, but holy dooly, it's gonna be cold. But I need a swim to freshen up. I just starting to feel like crap now. Feels so much better after having a swim. That's the main reason we have swims, just to feel fresh, because if you're out here and you're not swimming, you're not showering, you just end up feeling like absolute crap. But the sun's out now, which is good. Sort of had a couple of hours of sun now, first proper sunshine I've had on this trip. Gonna have a bit of lunch down here in this cave and in the sun and enjoy it. It's just so peaceful and nice down here. You got these big like cliffs all around you. And then we'll have to try and get back out of here, which may be a little bit interesting.
Wonder if it should be on the other side of the world. Getting very serious about being mysterious. Wishing that you could be anyone that you want to.
Beginning to climb back up out of here, up these rock steps. I'll try to pack them a little bit.
Which you didn't have to do if you actually were smart.
Yeah, if I was smart and didn't go down here. Pack these rock steps a bit, try and pick this line up out of here and see how we go.
Objective failed.
Thought I had that then.
Objective failed.
Time, maybe about 18 months ago.
Can you bring that camera up and film me from front on the next bit? That wasn't too bad. I just screamed at Dad to go get the camera. Get the camera!
Get the goddamn camera.
Hold that. Hold that. No, that.
Say the door. Hold the door.
Well, I did say the door before.
Okay, well I said, are you talking to me? And you said no. So great. You're used.